Good morning, good morning. How are you all doing? Welcome to all of the newcomers, and welcome again to those that are following me already. Nice to see you again. I am Art Walker. This is my channel, and I teach people how to draw. I teach people how to draw different things. Depends on my mood at the moment. And today I'm teaching how to draw ears. So if you don't know how to draw ears, you're in the right place, and hopefully I will be able to teach you how to draw ears. So as you can see, I've got an array of images here thrown together. So this is what I do. I do these practice sketches. So I do spend a lot of time practicing different parts, then putting it all together. So as you can see, I've practiced a lot of noses and eyes and just random body parts. A bit of a random sheet here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down for you how... Do you remember me? It's Prince. I'm not sure why I should remember you, Prince, but somehow it sounds a little bit familiar, which is nice. Sounds very familiar. So what I'm going to do is who cannot draw ears at the moment? That's the question. I just want to know who can't draw ears, because I like to make little bets every now and again. Me, Prince, can't. Okay, good. Who else? Anyone else that can't draw ears? And I'm going to make a bet with you. So we've only got 5 in the chat. Okay, that's unfortunate. So it just looks like it's just me and you, Prince. So I'm going to turn this over. So here I've got some examples of ears that I've drawn before. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down how I draw an ear like this. So I did a few practice runs just to make sure that I've got it clear in my head and how I can explain it to you. So I'm going to grab another sheet of paper, a clear sheet of paper. Noses, Greg. Noses are easy, man. Look, I've been drawing some. I was drawing some this morning. I might do another one. If I do a short one now on ears, I'll jump out of the live and then I'll retitle it, because I have to retitle it because the algorithms pick up what you write in the title. So I would always like to change it. So then I'll do another one. If you hang in there, I'll do another one on how to draw noses. As you can see, I've drawn a few here everywhere. But if you're in a hurry, I'm sure I've got one already on my YouTube channel. Art Walker YouTube channel, how to draw noses. So if you want to avoid me, you can find it there. Good. So let's get into the ears. Let's get into drawing ears. So I'm going to leave that here because this is what I put on the side, because I wanted to work out exactly how to explain it to you guys. So let's start. Have you all got a pen and paper? Good. Nice to see. That's the goal, right? That we all improve. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, you'll find a lot on there. There's about 80 videos. They're all unedited like this. But, you can skip through things and you find a lot on there. And thank you, Mika, for the share. That's much appreciated. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. And if you really like what you see, please share it. Andre, nice to see you. Greg, let's go. So look, I'm gonna show how many we got in the chat. 8, right? So we've got 8 in the chat. So out of the 8, is there only one person that can't draw ears? Is there only one person? I'm gonna draw an ear here. I'm going to wait and see what response I get from you first, and then I'm going to talk you through what I'm doing here. So this took me roughly, I don't know, let's say a minute. I don't think it did. I don't think it took a minute, but I've drawn up this ear. You're horrible at drawing ears. Brilliant. That's what I like to see. Good night, Prince. Nice to see you again. So Fresh, I'm gonna make a bet with you Who else is in the house that can't draw? Let me see. Can't draw ears. I'm going to make a bet with you. I'm going to make a bet with you, and I can't see who else said they can't draw ears. Someone else did say it. And that is... where is it? Who is it? I can't. Okay, it was Lil K. I hope you're still in the house. So look, here, I've just drawn this up, right? You saw me do it in around 45 seconds, right? So what did I do? It's not because I've got an amazing skill for drawing ears. It's just that I've got a process in my head, in my small little in my small head, I've got a process as to how I do this, right? So I'm going to show you what my process is, right? If you look at the ear, it looks very complex. And what I like to do is I like to break things down, right? I really like to break things down because this here is the first step to drawing an ear like so. We're just talking an ear from the side, right? We can do that. We can draw other ears on the side of the head and so on. So all this ear now is missing is the shading, right? And then it becomes quite complex and quite realistic. All right, so I'm going to just add some quick shading to it just so you can see what I mean. And we've got this ear. So to those that can't draw ears, this is the time. We're going to time this now, right? I'm going to give you, I'm going to get, in 10 minutes, you will know how to draw an ear very similar to this. Who's betting? Fresh, are you going to bet? Let me know if you're going to bet. Oh, let me tip this. It makes me look short when I've got it like that. Who's going to bet me? So, here we go. What you have to remember is Fresh is gone. Has Fresh gone? Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Yes, in under 10 minutes. In under 10 minutes. Katie, you want to bet as well? Are you betting as well? I'm going to bet you I can teach you to draw ears in under 10 minutes. So Fresh is up for it. Fresh is up for it. So have you got a pen, Fresh? Pen Fresh? That sounds funny. Are you betting though? You have to bet, Katie. Because if you don't bet, I'm going to have to send the dogs after you. Because you know what? I've got a tendency. I like fast cars and stuff. So, all right, let's get into this. So you guys got pen? Good. So what I do, right? My process is the following. Draw, and I want you to do the same as me, right? Draw a C. Like that. Draw a C. So literally, do a couple actually. So draw a couple. So it goes like this and like that. Just a C, just like that. The top pushes in a little bit, all right? So we're going to push the top in a little bit. Don't worry too much about proportion yet, right? We don't, because we haven't got a head or anything on the side of it. It's almost like an E. It's almost like an E. In between an E and a C. Let me know when you've done that. Let me know when you've done that. And then... Oh, we didn't look at the time. Let's just call it 38, right? So Fresh is up for it, mate. So what we do now is we draw a curly U. So what do I mean? So I mean like we go like this. Curly U shape there. So it's a curly U. If you were to draw something facing... Yeah, we'll look at those ears in a minute, Strix. That's not a problem. We're just doing from the side first, because that's the most complex, I believe. Hang in there, Strix. Hang in there. Yeah, we're gonna cover it from different angles. That's for sure. Yes. So, now, what you have to do is... I'm going to grab another pen. What you have to do is draw a U shape here. I haven't done eyes for a long time, actually. I will. If you're following me, then you'll be alerted by my Discord. I haven't done eyes for a very long time. And if you're not, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're not, there's definitely eye drawing ones on there already. So this U shape is actually a backwards Y. Oh no, it's in fact, well, it's not a backwards Y. It's a Y tilting backwards, if you know what I mean. Sorry, it's not a backwards Y. It's a Y tilting backwards. You see that? So it's literally with like doing a Y Y shape like that and curling it back like that. We have our funny U shape here, like so. What shape would I call that? It almost looks like something I can identify, but I can't remember what it's called. Have you done that? You practice hatching by going to my YouTube channel, because I literally posted one 3 days ago. It's somewhere in my box. Can't find it. But you go to my YouTube channel, you'll find it there. You might be my project. Do you see what I've done now? So look, this is what I did. This is exactly what I did here, right? I did my C. No, in fact, yeah, okay, let me just talk you through it anyway. I did my C shape. All right, or you could even, as I said, extend it a little bit here, right? Then, what did I say? We need to add our U shape. So we add this funny U shape here, like so. And then we add our backwards Y shape, like so. And then we've got our ear. Because this, and that was what, 38 or 39, we've got our Y shape. But obviously we're going to fine tune it, right? And then we've got our funny U shape. And then we've got our C. Drop the pen. Yeah, we can do that. Strix, hang in there. Oh, I've hurt my shoulder. I hurt my shoulder yesterday. You see that? So that's how I draw ears. I'm looking for Fresh and I'm looking for Katie. Those are the two people I'm looking for. And if you like what you see, please hit the like button. Yeah, you can see it. So you owe me a subscription on YouTube. So say for example, when I draw an ear now, yeah, obviously you could look at this and say this looks like a strange ear, but it's not. It's the process, right? So you're looking at one is the C E shape, two is our what would you call? I don't know what that reminds me of. It reminds me of something, and then we have three, which is our Y shape. So if you remember this process, right? You'll be fine. Because like now, I'm going to draw an ear, right? Obviously, there's a lot of details missing on this. So I'm going to draw an ear here, right? So I'm going to do my C shape. See that? I'm going to extend it so it looks more like an E shape. I'm going to add my curly U, right? So let's add this curly U shape here. I've made it a bit too deep, but it doesn't matter. And now I'm going to add my Y shape. And now we've got the basis for our ear. And then I'll add some hatching. And we have an ear from the side. Done. You see? There you go. Look at that. That's how obviously, as I said, you add a lot more shading, right? And here you can see I've written it down because I broke it down myself. But you can see that the E shape here is here. Goes back here. And then we have our U shape, excuse me, our Y shape here. And that's how we draw the internal, what would you call it? The cavity of the ear. Just like that. Isn't that amazing? How you doing? Art expert. Oh dear, I'm a bit getting worried now. That's actually so cool. Well, there you go. That's it. The tutorial's finished. So no, we're going to draw. What we're going to draw now is imagine. So we've got our ear, right? So you have to imagine if that's the ear shape. This is the ear shape, right? It connects to the side of the head. So you have to add these connections here, right? Like you can see, I've made these small arcs here and here. This is what you have to add on the side of the ear, right? So it connects to the head. And I would definitely take a look at some ears, and just look at the shapes of the ears and apply this technique. And you'll be flying, guaranteed. You see it, Greg. You didn't bet, Greg. You didn't bet. Never thought something gave me so much. Fresh? I told you, mate. I told you. Don't doubt the Art Walker, mate. I work on this. And that's what I did this morning. I sat down there and I said, right, you see, I've got some dodgy ones here. But I was trying to work out, okay, so how am I going to teach someone this? See, this one looks like just really weird. Because I was looking at, that's why I said that earlier on. Because I was looking at the C shape, like so. And then I was doing this opposite Y. That's why I said that earlier on. But I didn't really like that one. I didn't like the way I broke that down. But this one I found a little bit easier. Jewelry. But that's not too hard. But we'll do that in a minute. We'll do that in a minute, Strix. So if this is our ear, right? I'm not going to finish it off. We're going to go, this is our ear connecting to the head. So now we know we just finish off our E shape, our E C shape, curly U, and then we add our Y shape here. So we've got our ear here, right? So now what you have to do is imagine you rotate this ear, or the head is rotating. So you're going to see less of the ear. This is what you have to imagine. You're going to see even less of that ear, the more the head is turning around. Do you understand what I mean? So if this is the head from the front, the ear is not going to be like that. The ear is going to be tilted this way. It's tilting, it's turning, rotating this way. So what we would normally see here is our E shape and then our curly U up like so, right? And then our Y. So what we need to do here, if we're drawing a head from the side, from the front, if we're drawing a head from the front, we're going to add our C shape here. But we're going to condense everything. We're going to add our curly U shape here. And then our Y shape here. See that? And the more the head is turned, the less of that ear we're going to see. So if it's turned really towards us, the face, we'll see this part here. And chances are we won't see much of the details here. That's why I say it's probably the easier way to draw it, because you don't see many of the details. And obviously ears aren't totally straight. Sometimes they undulate a little bit. They can be they buckle a little bit in parts, and that's how you would do it. So drawing some jewellery on it is not difficult depending on what type of jewellery, even though this isn't part of the script. So you have to think about what I haven't got any piercings, but if I was thinking about putting a piercing on this, I would add, let's say, okay, I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm just going to add a ring to this ear, like so. We've got an earring, and obviously we're going to add a flat side of the earring, and then we'll add some shading, because that's going behind the ear, right? And then so, like so, and then why not add a bit of shading here? And if you like what you see, please hit the like button, and there you go. We've got an earring. Okay, Greg, nice to see you anyway. Oh, you're a star, Greg. Thank you very much. I will be posting this on YouTube anyway. So for those that are joining late, is everyone getting that? Stickleback. Who else? Veronica, how you doing? Nice to see you. Are you getting that? Good. Well, there you go. I think that's it then. My job is done. My job is done. Unless anyone's got any questions. Not really. I'm not a full-time artist. I'm not even an artist, really. I just like drawing. And if you missed my tutorial yesterday, oh, it's here, by the way. That was studying clothing and material. So if you missed that one, you can check that one out on my YouTube. That was a good one, actually. And I talked about different materials and how to draw different materials. Thank you. But I don't know if I teach very well. I just try to teach myself. And if it works for me, then chances are it will work for everyone else. When do you think you'll do an iLive? I might do one later, actually. I'm from London. I'm a London boy. I'm a London boy, mate. Yeah. Ah, good six. You're more than welcome. Are we pretty much done here with the ear drawing? Are we pretty much done? Like I said, think of the E shape, the EC shape, right? So say, for example, here, I've got my EC shape, more like a muscle, right? So what I do is I think, okay, good. Then I add my curly U. And that connects to my Y shape. And then we have our ear. And after that, it's a case of adding some cool shading, you know, and you can also add a little bit of mass to the ear lobe. And obviously don't make the ears too perfect, because sometimes the ear does actually undulate a little bit. It buckles a little bit and so on. And I think, oh, hold on, someone did ask me how you would draw an ear like this for an elf or something. So I'll just touch on that very quickly. See? And this, as you can see, this is all done without any kind of reference, right? So that tells you that it does work, because it's quite convincing, considering I haven't done it with a reference. If with a reference, it would obviously look a lot better. And when you put the time in to add nice hatching, you've got a pretty cool ear. Yeah. So going back. So hold on. Do you? Yes, I have done. Oh, anatomy is my go-to. I love drawing anatomy. And I've got probably 10 videos on my YouTube just about anatomy. Probably about 10. Because these are all my live streams. Let me see if I can spot one with the women on it. Can't find it. I've got so many. I cannot even filter these. These are just crazy amounts. You see the faces. Is this an anatomy one? No. Hold on. Then you got hands. This one touches on, slightly. Not entirely. I did have one specifically on female anatomy, and someone started insulting me and said that I know what you're doing. I was just drawing a woman's body, but never mind. And I was actually fully dressed when I was doing it. But she said, I know what you're doing. I said, what am I doing? I'm drawing women. How to draw the female anatomy? I can't find it. It's way back, I think. It's way back. But if you look at my TikTok, I draw a lot of women, superhero type women, and back drawing tutorials. That's anatomy stuff. I can't find the females, unfortunately. So anyway, I digress. Oh, thank you, Katie. That's nice. I went to uni as well, but they didn't teach me how to draw. No, I should be a Millwall fan because that's close to where my family home is. Can you believe it? Millwall. But I am a Gunners fan. Thank you, Sully. Nice to see that someone's appreciating it. And thank you for the kind gifts. Do you know how to teach anatomy? Yeah, oh yeah, I read that one. I do. Anatomy. I love anatomy. I haven't got any examples here, but usually, oh, where are my females? I can grab some drawings in a minute. I'll show you in a minute. How would you draw? Well, obviously you're just mirroring, like, so for example here, as you can see, I've got these projection lines that help me, right? So if you're drawing anything and you're struggling, as we all do, what you do is, if you're drawing, okay, let's go one, let's draw a face here, right? So we're going face, very centered, right? So this is the brow line. So that tells us roughly where the ears will belong. We've got our eye line, right? So nose roughly belongs around here, dropping down, and then we're talking about thirds, but we don't have to. I don't really like to always express that because it's not necessarily the truth, because everybody's different. So there. So now, for me, the signs are here. If this is the eye line, we know the ears belong between the eyes and the nose, right? So if the nose belongs here, that means the ears belong. If this red line is our target line, and this is our second target line, we add our ears here. And what I tend to do, I just did it without even thinking about it. If you struggle with getting your ears looking symmetrical, draw the shape of the ear geometrically. What do I mean? I mean draw it like this. Because then I can look at this shape, I can draw it twice easier when it's geometrical. And then if I look at this shape, I can draw it again like this. I'm just doing it very quickly, as you can see. There. Now I've got the same ear, roughly, like so. So I've got it from the right, obviously you have to make them the right size, right? So I've got the same ear. So if I was to round that off now, So I'm rounding off that geometrical ear, right? This helps with symmetry, I find. And then what did I say? We add what? You got to go, Katie. No problem. Thank you, Pensa Saliti. What would we add now to this? After we've rounded it off. See, I'm rounding it off. Cheers, Katie. Hit the like button if you like what you see. And don't forget to follow. As you know, I'm doing this for free. Does anyone know what I would add now? I'm just checking to see if you guys are awake. What would I add now? No, nobody knows. Oh, that's a shame. You guys are more sleepy than me. So what I would do is so this is our E shape. So then we add our U shape. And then we go straight into our Y shape. And then we have an ear. We do the same here. We add our U shape, curly U. Y. And then we have our second ear from the other side. Drop the pen. Thank you to all that are sharing the live. That helps a lot. See, now, that's how I would do it. Obviously, you're not going to do it in 5 seconds. You're going to take your time to make sure that the geometrical shape here around here is the same, but it's easier to draw the same shape twice when it's geometrical, I find. This is not necessarily the true for everyone, but I find if I draw an ear like so, I draw the same shape twice. Let's get it right. That should be a bit higher. And then I round it off. I'm going to connect it like so, round it off. Connect it like so, round it off. And then I'll add the details. Just a second. I can't take that. And then I'll add my U shape. See that? Symmetrical is. So, Mamacita, how you doing? And amazing. Oh, that was the phone call. It's throwing the camera off. Hold on. It's throwing the camera off. That was that phone call that came in. Excuse me. Retry it. Let's see if that's going to work. Come on. Sorry about that. I haven't got a separate phone for the live thing, unfortunately. So, good. Crystal, how you doing? I've got some technical issues here. Someone just called me. Oh, here we go. We're back on. And I'm literally signing off. So it's all gone wrong. That's phone call. Good. We are back in business. You had a typhoon. Oh no, that is evil. Yeah, it's that season, isn't it? Unfortunately, I hope everything's going well. That is really rough. Even in Jamaica, it's really rough as well. I wish you all the best with that. That's not nice. I pray for you. Nice to see you. That's the fragility of life, eh? Unfortunately. So, okay. Did everyone get that? Is everybody happy with that? So I'm going to leave it then at that. Just writing a note here for people that don't. Symmetry. I literally just saw a chicken in the rain. Okay, what, flying by? Oh, Lord. That is evil. So, okay, I'm going to wish you guys all the best. It was a very quiet live stream. Unfortunately, I can't push it anymore because I think we've gone through everything and the chat has gone very quiet. So I'm going to say goodbye and wish you all a lovely day. And I wish you all the best, Crystal. I hope everything works out very well for you and your country is blessed and the typhoon goes away without any, not much, without too much damage. Okay. I will be posting this on my YouTube. No problem. Take care. Bye bye.